I've kind of always loved beer, and my first job out of high school was behind a bar.
Well, hello, Toowoomba. Welcome to this week's episode of the Talking Toowoomba podcast. This week, we bring you part 2 of Celebrating the Beard. We chat with Adrian from Four Brothers Brewing to see how they are getting back on track since reopening. A big shout out to everyone we met and chatted with and enjoyed Christmas in July with last Friday night at the networking event. It was a huge success. Well done to Terry and Jemay. Now in news of the week, Toowoomba Regional Council has completed the construction of the new interpretive shelter in Queen's Park. The new structure is adjacent to the site of the historic Queen's Park Conservatory, which existed from 1909 to the late 1950s. The shelter is a lightweight structure that functions as a visitor information guide. The walls feature interpretive panels with photographs and text detailing the history of Queen's Park. Oh yay, oh yay! Kevin Howarth, Toowoomba's own town crier, has been reappointed until 2024. Toowoomba Regional Council has launched the 2020 Walks and Trails for the region, showcasing 78 local nature excursions, graded from novice to experienced for those on foot, a bike or horseback. It can be found online at trc.qld.gov.au/walking trails. Limited copies are available at customer service centres. On this day, this week, we highlight Wednesday, the 29th of July. In 1914, the first transcontinental telephone call was made between San Francisco and New York. In 1981, the late Diana Spencer became a princess when she wed Prince Charles in a worldwide televised royal wedding. And in 1958, NASA was created due to America's national insecurity, as Russia had just launched Sputnik, and the space race began. Just over a week to go before my sleep out for the homeless for a week, and we would love your support to help out base services here in Toowoomba. You can donate now via the link on our Facebook page, website, or the show notes. There are events starting to happen again as restrictions ease. If you want a shout out, drop us a message via our socials with a link to your event. Now let's get on with the show. Talking Toowoomba's out and about in Toowoomba, and I've stopped off for a light refreshment at Four Brothers Brewing, and I'm here with Adrian. G'day, Adrian. How you going?
I'm good, thanks. How are you this morning?
Yeah, really good. So, Four Brothers Brewing, how did this first start?
I've kind of always loved beer, and my first job out of high school was behind a bar. And I guess like most men, I had a bit of a fantasy of owning a brewery one day. And just saw the industry, especially in the US, and a few breweries popping up here and there, and some regional places, especially in Queensland, that weren't serviced by a local brewery, and thought I would give it a crack.
Now, it's Four Brothers. Does that mean there's three silent partners, or what's the story there?
Oh, you can call them that if you like, but yeah, I've got three brothers, but they don't do a whole lot here.
Except maybe drink, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, they've been known to drink a bit, for sure.
So here at the brewery, what do you actually produce, and what sort of lines of beer do you produce?
So generally we've got kind of 10 beers that we produce on a regular, semi-regular basis, as well as quite a large number of one-off and limited release beers as well. So our kind of biggest seller here would be Toowoomba Lager. We've had it available, I think. We released it on our first birthday in 2018, and then I think the end of that year we had it in cans, and so it's kind of available more places than any of our beers.
So that's the Toowoomba Lager. Now you get that canned off-site, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. Just with our capacity here being so small, we get that one contract brewed and canned down in Brisbane. Recently, with the coronavirus shutdowns, we bought our own small manual canning machine to enable us to can some of our other beers. But yeah, it's a very kind of slow manual process, so we wouldn't be able to get the kind of volume that we can here that we can get somewhere else down in Brisbane.
So the advantage of having the brewery here for the general public is what? They can come down and have a bit of a sticky beak?
Well, there's quite a lot of benefits to having a local brewery in the area. Obviously, we have a bar here that people can come and drink at, and that's kind of one of that's our main selling point. Actually, is I think about 2/3 of our beer is sold direct here, straight across the bar. But it's also, we support other local businesses, the soft drinks, the jerky, the cheese platters and everything we stock are all from other local businesses, the coffee as well. And then we support other events and festivals. We make one-off beers for the Hampton Food and Arts Festival, for example. We go to other Brews and Barbie Bash and get involved a bit with Brewing and a few of those other events and festivals, and try to support other community groups and things like that as well.
Now, what's been perhaps one of your favourite beers you've produced here at Four Brothers Brewing?
Oh, that's a tough one because we've brewed quite a lot of different ones. I really liked, not the Christmas just gone, but the one before. We made a Rumble Red Ale that I really liked. So it had some quite a lot of toasted coconut in there. Yeah, I really like that one, and I kind of want to use a bit more coconut in a few more beers.
Now, when you said Rumble Coconut, you might have seen I raised my eyebrows. That sounds like a beer I'd enjoy. Are you going to produce that one again?
So it was a collaboration with another brewery, White Lies, down in Brisbane, and so we have decided that we're going to make a collaborate on a Christmas beer every year, but it'll be something new and something different every time. So I probably wouldn't do the Rumble Red Ale again, but we will be doing different things, and yeah, I'm sure we can make something similar along those lines.
So if I didn't feel like a beer right now and I wanted something else cold to drink, what have I got to choose from?
So we also sell wine by the bottle. We've got about 7 or 8 different wines from a local winery just on the north side of Brisbane there. We've also got soft drinks, coffee, hot chocolate, so those kind of things for the non-beer drinkers.
Oh, that's good. So the non-beer drinkers aren't going to die of thirst. That's what we like to hear. Now, I noticed you had some very interesting names for some of your brews. And there's one there that caught my eye that makes me think of my brother-in-law in Melbourne, Evil Brother. Tell us about that one.
Well, I think most people have got either an evil brother, an arrogant brother, or a lazy brother. So that's 3 of our beers. But the Evil Brother is a coffee porter, so it's a dark beer with some local coffee in it. It's really good for waking you up and making you go to sleep at the same time.
I like it.
And so at the moment we've also released a couple of new beers recently. So we've got Haze for Days, which is a hazy IPA that we released on our birthday, and we've also got a mid-strength lager now as well. This week I've actually got a really busy week because all of our tanks were empty on Monday, so I'm brewing flat out this week. So we've got Toowoomba Lager, our Lazy Brother Pale Ale, our Project 10 IPA, and then I was going to do a couple of new things as well. So we're going to try our very first seltzer made from rice. So we'll see if that works out all right. A fruited seltzer.
Certainly got some interesting names and some very interesting looking brews. Yeah, I think we need to go try some.
Yeah, definitely.
So if people want to actually look to come down here, do they need to book or do they just pop down? What's the situation there?
Bookings aren't usually necessary unless, people have a large group of over 10 or something. Just with the restrictions since we've been allowed to open again, if we have an event with a food truck here, then we'll make bookings essential for that so that we can try to get as many people in throughout the day as possible without getting too many coming at once and then having to turn people away.
So how far would you travel for an event if someone's thinking of having an event and getting you guys to come along and supply the beer?
Furthest we've gone so far would be the Sunshine Coast. So we went to Sunshine Coast Craft Beer Festival up there a couple of times. So yeah, just kind of depends on the event really.
So if some of your regulars were looking at getting married, would they be able to talk to you about providing the beer for them at their wedding reception?
Yeah, we have actually supplied beer to a few weddings before. So it's just a matter of the venue and how much beer they need and what equipment we need to supply them with. So yeah, that we've definitely done that before, so that's not a problem.
Okay, so whereabouts are you actually located here in Toowoomba?
So for those that haven't been here before, so we're in North Toowoomba and we're on Brook Street, which runs off of Bridge Street. This premises that we're in now, we're in a very small section of this old dairy factory that used to produce milk, butter and cheese. So yeah, we're just here in North Toowoomba. We've been looking for a new venue for a while now, so hopefully in the near future we will have a new venue to move into.
Now, do you supply some of the hotels or some of the sporting clubs with beer?
We've got 3 or 4 that we supply regularly and then a few others here and there as well. So I think at the moment we've got beer on at Toowoomba Golf Club, Koenig's Beer Garden in Walton Stores, Vapiano, and did have a beer on at Bar Wonder, but I'm not sure they've probably sold through that by now, I'd say. So yeah, they're probably the ones that we sell mostly to.
So when we come down here to have a nice ale or lager, what sort of food is available for us to partake while we enjoy a cold beverage?
So just because of where we are, our food options are pretty limited. So we stock Jim's jerky, so local jerky for snacks, and then we get a local butcher to make up some small pre-made cheese platters as well. And that's one of the biggest reasons why we want a new venue, is we want to be able to have a full kitchen so we can do proper food for people while they're in having a beer.
Okay, so how long have you been operating here in Toowoomba now?
I must be approaching 3.5 years now, because we opened the end of April 2017 was our opening day. So
have you found good support from the Toowoomba community?
Yeah, it's been really good. So we've got kind of a large group of regulars that come in a fair bit, as well as obviously tourists and visitors to town. We've got our mug club on the wall there, which is a yearly membership thing. So we've got 42 members in our mug club, and they pay a yearly membership fee and get discounts and bonuses and that kind of stuff. So
you're looking for more mug club members?
We are actually. I haven't advertised yet that they're up for renewal. So yeah, I might put that up soon to say that we're taking on new members for the Brotherhood.
So where would you be announcing that?
Just on our social medias, website as well, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter.
Alrighty, and you obviously you've got a website, and what can people find on the website?
So our website's www.4brothersbrewing.com.au, and that's the numeral 4 at the start. On there's just a bit of info about us. We've got an online store where people can order beer or some of our merch to get delivered to them. We've got shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, stubby coolers and all that kind of stuff in our merch. Toowoomba Lager is our main beer that we sell through the website.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've been getting a bit dry sitting here. I think we should go and have one. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, I'm always a bit thirsty, so that sounds good.
What's On is brought to you by the Toowoomba Regional Council. Tuesday the 28th of July, Eat Digital is running a Google My Business workshop from 6 p.m. Details on their Facebook page. Wednesday, the 29th of July, Canvas Co-working celebrates its 5th birthday. Congratulations to David, Joy and the team. Tickets on their website. See Facebook page for more details. Come and celebrate with us at this free event and see what Canvas is all about from 5 till 8 p.m. Friday the 31st to August the 2nd, Queensland Outdoor Adventure and Motoring Expo is on at the Toowoomba Showgrounds, 8:30 till 4 p.m. Tickets are only available online. There is no gate sales, and strict COVID rules apply. Please check out the website for details and ticket links. Saturday the 1st of August, now that Bunnings Sausage Sizzle is back on, go and support the local Bunya Park Scout group at Bunnings Toowoomba North, 8 till 4 p.m. Also on Saturday the 1st, Lovesick is playing at the Empire Theatre from 8 p.m. Sunday the 2nd of August, the Toowoomba FX and FJ Holden Car Club is holding a Crow's Nest Cars and Coffee Run. Assemble outside Downlands College, 8 a.m. See their Facebook event page for details. Markets. As usual, please support the Toowoomba's Farmers Markets on this Saturday from 8 a.m. under the windmill at Cobb & Co Museum. And also on Sunday from 6 a.m, the Toowoomba PCYC markets at the PCYC Toowoomba. Well, that's it again for another week. Please, if you have a few dollars to spare for base services Toowoomba, donate to my Talking Toowoomba page. And let's raise some much-needed funds for Toowoomba's homeless. Enjoy your week. Stay safe. I'm Shane. See you around, Toowoomba.